Good morning, it's James. I do hope and pray this message finds you and your loved ones peaceful, thriving, and well. Thank you for your time and thank you for your energy. So this morning I want to talk about mornings and its relationship to how we show up each and every day, creating a life that we love. And I think that many of us have had times in their life where they wake up and they either say, "Good morning, God," or they say, "Good God, morning." And that's not a judgment, that's a discernment, and it's a perfect segue into something that was written literally 2,000 years ago by the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, who at this time was the most powerful man in the world. And he wrote this about mornings. You're going to love this. On those mornings you struggle with getting up, keep this thought in mind. Am I awakening to the work of being a human being? Why then am I annoyed that I'm going to have to get up and do what I was made for, what I'm here to do? The very things for which I was put on this world to do are the greatest gifts to get up for. Or was I made for this, to struggle under the covers and keep warm? It is so pleasurable. But we have to ask ourselves, were we made strictly for comfort and for pleasure? Or were we made to be fully ourselves? Rise and shine. Rise and shine. I love that. Oh my gosh, it's so good, right? Marcus Aurelius 2,000 years ago talking about what are we made for? What gets us up in the morning? What's that thing that makes us choose to rise and shine and leave the comfort, leave groupthink, leave status quo, crawl out of the valley of average, which is, from those times, the word they used for mediocrity, mediocris, crawling out or rising up and out of the valley of average. You know, this is a time in all of our lives where I think it is so easy to pull the covers over our eyes, to not see, to not even want to look and see what's happening. And I understand. There are so many things that we cannot understand, so many things that absolutely do not make any sense in the world. Horrifying, fear-filled, hate. Oh my gosh, it's everywhere. But I'm going to really appeal to what I also believe is more everywhere. You. The way that you love, the way that you hope. Isn't it amazing that when we get kind of in the center of our being, we realize more and more people really crave what you and I really crave as well. A world where people can navigate under the influence of peace, where people can stand for principles and practices that are heart-centered, inclusive, loving. And each and every day, you find yourself wanting to rise into the most courageous, compassionate, and loving warrior of the heart, expression of life. And then each and every morning, you give yourself those opportunities to discern between good morning, God, or good God morning. I'm going to ask each of us to consider, what does it look like when you rise under the influence of good morning, God, or good morning, light, good morning, universe, good morning, life, and choose life. Choose to go inside of your heart before you go out into the world and ask yourself that simple question. What is it that I'm going to do that's going to make me feel most alive? Oh my goodness, that feels scary. That feels uncomfortable. That feels so unreasonable. And then you choose something beautifully unreasonable. You believe with all of your heart that you have work to do. Beautiful work of being a human being who is driven out of bed to go out and serve the world with your sacred sauce, which is your purpose, which is your light, which is your love, and you refuse to dim your light to make the world more comfortable. In fact, you are so grateful to be alive today that you turn up your light more. You're not afraid to be that person, sticking out, standing up, being who you came here to be. What a wonderful time to consider the great work of our life and what it means to be a beautiful, courageous, awakened human being. Thank you. Thank you for rising up and being who you are. And please know that I see you, we see you, and we are so grateful for the way that you choose to show up and shine. Have a beautiful day. Much love. Every blessing. Bye for now.